Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 1-0 win against Hearts in the Premiership tonight. A difficult night, I felt. It certainly wasn't a vintage performance. We got there in the end. We played largely 60 minutes of the same insipid football, made a change in the 60th minute. Whether that individual change made the difference in terms of the play, I don't know, but we certainly did play with more intent at that point, and that's when we got the goal. It was the Remembrance Day game, is because it's the last home game before the 11th as well, and there was a minute's silence, started and finished by the gun, and the lest we forget tifo and the tifo in the Broomland as well. We made one change from the St John's game, and that was an enforced change. That was Matondo in for the injured Sakala. That was pretty poor. I mean, considering we had lost the game at the weekend there, we only made one change. That's not really giving the team a boot up the backside that it really needed, was it? However, we lined up McGregor, Tavernier, King, Davies, Barisic, Sands, Lundstrom, Tillman, Matondo, Cholak and Kent. On the subs bench we had McLaughlin, Davis, Kamara, Morelos, Wright, McCann, Arfield, Devine and Ufeko. So the highlight of the half for me was my stream went down for 10 minutes and absolutely nothing happened in that time, and ultimately it might have went down for 45 minutes as the game was lacking absolutely anything. We had plenty of possession, that's all we had. No pace, no intensity, sideways passing, very predictable play. No players had any pass marks in the first half, maybe bar Sands. He was the only one that was, I wouldn't even say lively, but he was looking up for it. He putting in some good challenges, some good play. But that first half was devoid of anything, and it didn't look like a team that was just coming off the back of a loss and needed to prove a point. It wasn't the reaction we were looking for. Into the second half, made a change at half time. It's Sands off and Arfield on. As I said, Sands was probably the only decent player in the first half. He did go down injured for a wee bit, but he seemed fine. That was kind of around about the 25th minute, I think he went down. But he seemed fine and he played on for the rest of the half, so I don't know. I hope that's not another injury there. But it was a slightly better second half, and we obviously did get that goal that won it. On the 47th minute, we had possession in the Hearts' final third, a cross in from the right, a header down at the back post, knocked into the middle, and Tillman stabbed it goal bound, and Gordon had to make a good save and put it out for the corner. Hearts, however, did have a good chance 2 minutes later. On the 49th minute, they were down the right, a cross in on the deck, it rolled over McGregor's arms at the near post, caught the Hearts attacker unaware. It was more or less an empty net had he managed to control it. Really dangerous play there. Hearts did, on occasion throughout the half, did catch us with a few high balls over the top, but they were really devoid of any quality up top, so we kind of got away with that one there. That said, I don't think McGregor had any saves to make. I think Hearts never put a shot on target tonight, so that kind of says it all, because they had a few plays where it was a bit dangerous. They just had no quality up top, and they've got their own injury worries as well, so it was kind of more of a defensive team they set out with tonight. You've seen that in largely most parts of their play, with sitting with 10 behind the ball. And then on the 60th minute, really you could say the sub that changed the game, because we played with more pace and intent after that. Matondo came off and Wright came on. He was looking lively straight away, forward thinking, looking to get forward, and we did get the goal in the 66th minute. It was a really nice move with Kent getting the ball into the final third. His back was facing the goal. He takes on three players as he was turning towards goal while doing so. A nice ball threaded to Barisic on the left, who plays a first time cross on the deck. Tillman slides in and hits it at the back of the net. Finally, a bit of forward thinking quality for a change, and tonight was a really stuffy game, lacking of any sort of quality, and it was going to take that one wee bit of exquisite play to break down Hearts tonight, just the way everything was panning out, and that was it, and we duly got the goal from it. Just after that, Cholak came off and Morelos came on in the 67th minute. 72nd minute, lovely from Kent on the left side after a stunning cross ball from Morelos. Kent drives the ball past the defender, gets to the touchline, puts in a fantastic cross, but it just evades everyone going flashing across the goal. 73rd minute, Barisic was pushed in the back off the ball in the Hearts box. Nothing given, no VR check either. For me, it was a penalty. Could you say it was soft? Well, there's no such thing as a soft penalty. For me, he was clearly pushed off the ball. 83rd minute, clear foul on Kent. Certainly a yellow card worthy of the Hearts player. Barisic was the one that gets booked for dissent for arguing why the Hearts player wasn't getting a yellow. I mean, you could say you couldn't make it up, but it's Scottish referees for you. And to round out the game, 85th minute, Tillman off and Kamara on. Certainly an improved performance, not a great performance. It was an improved performance in the second half. Still way below par for what we're expecting. I mean, the fact that it taken up into the 60th minute and a substitution to largely get us to play. Kent was absolutely abysmal for the first 60 minutes, but as soon as that substitution was made, I don't know if it was right that we needed just somebody willing to go forward that maybe G'd up the other players, because Kent was a different player in that from 60 minutes onwards, and he obviously contributed towards the goal for that one there. So concerning, absolutely. Does this result paper over the cracks? Well, I think most fans are still just waiting for the inevitable for Gio to be given the boot, but I don't know. If he starts winning games, then that's what we're after. Maybe this is the confidence builder, but you would have thought that with the Aberdeen game, because it was a great performance and a great result. This was a poor performance largely, but we got the result, so I don't know. We'll need to wait and see. It leads us up until the next game, which was on Saturday the 12th of November. It's a 12:45 kick-off, obviously the last game before the shutdown for the World Cup. I'll be back with a post-match after that. Me and Dave were meant to be recording last night, but I was absolutely shattered dealing with a 4.5-year-old. Obviously, another child on the way. Plus as well, surprise, surprise, Dave is away off abroad this weekend as well again. So maybe next week we'll record, just depending on how things pan out. From my end, it might be the following week, but we've got a few weeks before any further games after the game of the weekend. So we'll be back with you as soon as we can. So thanks for listening and goodbye.